y'all doing? Looking at my dirty bike here. Need to wash it. But it's 68 covered in dust. So what do you do? Do you wash it, get it covered in dust, then wash it again? Or you just take it, let it sit in the dust, and then bring it back, and after you park it, wash it, one or the other, because I'm just commuting to work. I'm not going to a bike show, you know? It ain't got to be spotless, but I do like it looking nice. Come on, light change, there we go. Every time I get on this bike, it takes a second to get used to the pegs. I mean, they're not mid-mid, but it sits so low. I mean, it's a low rider. It's supposed to sit low. That's kind of the point. It's also good for shorter people, and I'm not shorter people, but, because the seat height is low on this bike as compared to the handlebars, and it picks your arms up higher. Everybody puts the risers on it, and I haven't had a need to put the risers. It's kind of perfect right where it is. I guess it's if you have your height in your body or your legs or what have you. I'm just over 6 foot. This bike fits perfect, except for the pegs. But the pegs give me awesome control. So it's like that debate. Now, my crash bars I got out there, the bunking, two-step, high-step, whatever you want to call it, crash bars, I can put my feet on those. I know a lot of people that have put those on can't put their feet on them. I have no problems putting my feet on them. That's just where I rest my legs if I'm going on a longer trip. So I have another spot to put my feet. That's not a problem. You know, it's just you get off one bike where, you know, you got forward controls to this one, and you got to pick your feet up. Now, if it sat up a little bit higher, like if this thing's, if I either sat back about 2 inches or I sat up about 2 more inches, they would just about be perfect, you know? Which is why everybody's changing seats and all that kind of stuff. And I changed the seat. I got the sundowner on it. And that is such a huge improvement. The stock seat sucks. I almost want to say they should be sued for that stock seat. If you're doing anything other than going to the bar and back, that's not any good. You make your first long trip, and that's the first thing you change. That's the first thing that I changed. You know? I made a trip up to see my sister 540 miles away. I saw my sister. I went to her wedding. And I had the bike all shined up and everything for that. And I made a promise myself about halfway back that I was putting another seat on this bike. And I did. And it works. I nearly got like the tall boy seat. And they do make forward controls that would put my feet right here. Or close to it. My legs kind of go out in front of where the forward controls would be. If I got to put my feet somewhere else, I've got right there. So that's not a problem. I have another place to put my feet. It'd be nice to be able to stretch them out, but then I got to put them over the bar like that to stretch them out. My heel will go just past it, so my leg's a little bent right here. And then put them back here on the stock foot pegs on the Lowrider ST. I think he wants to turn in there. I want to go. Damn construction. It's just options, what to do. Before I do anything with the foot peg, so, I mean, it's not that big of a problem. When I'm really getting into it, you know, I'm hitting twisties and stuff. These pegs are perfect for that. They kind of put you have such good control of the bike. Way better control of it. That's why I haven't changed them out. I have just such good control of it. But it puts my knees up pretty high. You know? I don't know if you can see that or not. This is slow. I don't know if my speed's slow, but I'm slow. Not really, but yeah. No, you can fix all those potholes. I'm not going to complain about it. They're raising the road up a little bit too, if you can see that over there. What they're probably going to do is grind all this down, top it, and pour concrete on top of it. This road needs it. I need fuel. This bike does not run on hopes and dreams. I wish it did. That'd be some high octane. You having some 90 proof dreams. Might be running good then. It's a nice Jeep. I like the actual pickup Jeep had better. I mean, now this reminds me more of what was that, the Scrambler or Laredo. No, not the Laredo. Laredo, I think, was almost a perfect Jeep. What was that? Scrambler that had the pickup bed, but it was a Jeep. That's what that in front of me reminds me of. Not the pickup. They had a little pickup that was awesome. I wish I had that pickup. That and a Pacer. I know people made fun of a Pacer way back when, but it's a four-wheel drive car, and that's what all these cars they're jacking up today with the big wheels remind me of. But if y'all remember somebody, you know, driving a Pacer back and forth to work, all these cars are putting the big wheels on and jacking them up. It reminds me of a Pacer. And I'd rather have a Pacer than those cars. And then I'd also rather have a 7th gear. And fuel. There's an ossifer up here. Oh, is Mr. Ossifer? No, that's not him. That's just a worker. And I need glasses. I got my prescription a little while back, and I haven't been able to afford to get them. Like, okay, we have your prescription. You need glasses to see far, but you can't see up close with your glasses on, so they got 2 different prescriptions in them. And I can't afford to get them. I'm living the dream, baby. The American fucking dream. Hey doc, I got an ear infection. Let's pay the doc $180 to tell you what you already know. You have an ear infection. He prescribes you medicine that you can't afford because health insurance today sucks, and now you can't buy the Why is this thing still in neutral? It'll do that every once in a while. It's like you move it and it clicks, but it's still in neutral. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, y'all heard that click, right? It goes ka-thunk. Agricultural. Harley-Davidson sounding like a farmall. Just give me a hand clutch. That'd be pretty cool. Put like a suicide shift on here, a foot clutch and all that kind of shit. That'd be pretty cool. I grew up with a hand clutch. Come on, I could do it. You ever drive a Minneapolis Moline U with a hand clutch and a two-bottom plow? Just standing up on them turning brakes. Got that tricycle up in the air. Well, that was my childhood. Don't fall off. I nearly did once. I was hanging upside down by my pants leg. I hit a big enough tree root to bring that thing to a stop. Brakes work. Yeah, I nearly got run over. Shit like that happens. Farm injuries. I knew an old lady that got chopped up by a disc. They were running a disc in a Hara. But if you remember the old ones, we still had some of that old equipment just because they never sold the damn thing. And they liked using it. They started you off on the old shit. Grandpa, my older brother, being a nice air-conditioned tractor, he'd be out there. Lucky if you had an umbrella, catching everybody's dust. There used to be a seat on them. You'd either have a rope, you'd pull it, and that's generally like the plow and stuff like that. But some of them would have a seat, and it's not only for weight. You know, you'd have like two levers back there, and you could control it. And she was a kid, and she was back there sitting on the desk. They had a Hara behind it, and she got bounced off, and she got cut up pretty good. Farm injuries. I've known a few. A couple people I worked with. Hay balers are no joke. Just saying. And I might as well get that gas. I really need to get to work, but I really need to get gas. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna get gas, or we're not gonna make it to work. That's generally how that works. Now get the spicy gas. That won't work out good. That goes in the truck, not the bike. See if I can do this. I'm going to cover up the thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover it up. And then you can't see. It is covered. Now if I can get my card out. I can't get my card out. It's in there too much. Okay. Now we'll try this. That did not work out very well. It's like my wallet's on a chain, dude. Okay. Processing. Let's cover this up. Authorizing. Please remove. See if I can put this back in here one-handed. If not, I'll have to just go back through and edit that little part out. I don't know. Either way, the bike needs the fuel. That is just moving so insanely slow. It's absolutely insanely slow. I'm used to filling up my truck, putting in like 150 to 200 gallons, and it goes, woo! If it moves as slow filling my truck up, you just hang the pump up and say, fuck it, I'll give fuel somewhere else. Fix your pump. We have 3 gallons. Let's see where we're at. I know Harley-Davidson claims 5 gallons. They can claim all they want. We'll overspray. Fuck it. I replaced it. Give me my damn receipt. Yes, I want the receipt. Thank you. Appreciate it. Got like 2 drops on here. If it's a problem, I'll have to just edit it out later. There we go. Gotta go to work. Go too fast. I'm not trying to be a speed demon. Not today. So I go a little faster than the speed of traffic. Don't want to sit in people's blind spots. But sometimes their blind spot is like directly in front of them. They're looking right at you. And you could be wearing, like, you could just be like a big disco ball shooting out lasers. It's like a spaceship spinning, flying down the road. And they'll look right at you and they don't see you. And they just go ahead and turn left. Like, oh, it's clear. Oh, there's a disco ball. Bam! Oh, you got hit by the disco ball. They're not looking for us. So we gotta look for ourselves. Now, if they ride a bike, they're more likely to see you. There's that thing like, you know, people taking the MSF course, and it's like, all of a sudden they see so many bikes on the road. Now, what the scary thing is those bikes were still there. They were there the day before. So why do you see so many bikes on the road now? Because you're looking for them. Now think about all the bikes you never saw. It's a scary thought. And that's most people. Driving in their cage. Their head up their ass. Thinking about what they're going to cook for supper. Thinking about whatever's going on at work. Whatever bills they got to pay. While I'm riding on my bike doing essentially the same damn thing and talking to you about it. That might be a recipe for disaster. Come on, come on. Now, actually, the thing with my pegs earlier, I think I noticed it more since I bought the chaps. And the chaps are getting broken, so it's not as bad. It's actually usually pretty comfortable as long as you kind of stay on the, like the pad up there by your toes and not rest it in the middle, which will end up making your foot hurt. Why do I have a check engine light? I do not know why I have a check engine light. How long has it been there? Did I not notice it with the low fuel light? There's something wrong with the fuel that I put in. I don't know. I'll go back and look at the video. I'm just commuting to work. That's all I'm doing. I want to turn it off, turn it back on, see if the light goes away. Kind of need to get to work though. I'll get to work, I'll check it out. watch it sometimes on the oil. I mean, I check my oil. Sometimes when you're getting on it, it'll kind of suck down some oil. So you got to check that before you take back off. Anyways, the chaps, you know, that extra little resistance in the bend, they're getting broken though. It's not as bad as it was. I don't smell anything burning. Might help to be in the right gear. Ah, fuck you. I'm sitting here like, is there something burning on my bike? Is there something? It's a check engine light distraction. That's way too high a gear. See? It's distracting. Well, if it don't start at work, it's better than if it don't start here. If it don't start at work, I can do something about it there. I can get a ride home. I can do whatever. So maybe I shouldn't shut it off here. Sorry for the coughing. How rude. So you can see this car up here. He's swinging. I got hit by those one time. I was like, I didn't hit you. I don't know if you can see that car up there. Got them spokes out there. Look like 3 foot. Anyways, Dr. Harley taught me how to get my codes off of it. So that's what we're going to do next. We got this truck in front of us. It was covered by all the filth in the dirt. That's what it was. The dirt blew off the check engine light and I finally noticed it. Or it could be the battery again. On my other bike, I don't know. It's been cold. Not cold enough. As far as I'm concerned, for like battery problems, they seem to do that. I'd rather ride this bike when it's cold. For what little windshield I have up there. All this mud and shit all over the road. That was so slick right there. The other night coming home. Because it was like sprinkling. And they had all that mud and shit drug out all over the road from the trucks coming in and out. And I hit that and I'm like, oh my god. Talk about giving you a heart attack. I have a check engine light. wondering if when I go on my trip, I should take like a little spare thing of oil just to make sure. Like when you're getting on it, you're hitting triple digits, that sort of thing. It'll suck the oil down. It's not like it'll suck it empty real quick. It's just like, oh, I lost a fourth of a quart. You know? Thank God my Ford will do that if you're not careful. It will suck it dry. Like, I just checked the oil. Why am I like 3 quarts low? Oh yeah, I was doing like 120. That's why. I just want to go. And I'm stuck behind everyone. Shalai or Shantai. The road's gonna make a jog over so you can't see in front of you. And see, that would not have been a good thing to do. Is that evaporative emissions control. Sorry about the coughing again. Had a car do that once. Amy was like, I got a water spigot came up on there, and I look at, that's not a water spigot, that's a check engine light. But to her credit, it did kind of look like a water spigot. So I go and I pull the code. And it says evaporative emissions control. And I thought about it for a second, and I walked to the back and I tightened up her gas cap and I cleared the code and I said, okay, you're good. Stupid shit like that. I am going to check my oil when I park though, just to make sure. I do not know what I did. It is the check engine light of distraction. That is what it is. To ruin an otherwise lovely day with the distraction of what is wrong with my bike. You know what I mean? I could be enjoying this curve right here, right now. Just enjoying this shit. But I'm thinking about a fucking check engine light. It's not right. This is not fair. It is not fair. Is it electrical? Is it because I'm close to an oil change? Is it just saying that I need to check my oil? Is that what it's doing? Am I on fire? I don't think I'm on fire. No. What is that reflecting up there though? my lights down there? Why is it reflecting there? I have no idea. I'm not burning. I have chaps on, so that'll help. Saga of the check engine light will continue. I'll update later when I figure out what it is, or if it's just a phantom light that goes away. Let's pray it's that. And I will catch you fine folks later, because I'm going to go put in another 17-18 hour day. I'm going to spend an hour at the yard getting everything ready, 30 minutes to an hour. I'm probably going to split my log and make that somewhere between 16 and 17 instead of a 14-hour day, just so I can get all my loads done today. And then it's going to be another 30 minutes to an hour of paperwork, so there's possibly 19 or 20 hours in there. I don't know. I'm just tired. Fuck it. So I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for watching. You're all awesome. But adios, bye, sayonara, ciao, all that good shit. Bye bye.